welcome. We're going to see how the internet works tonight, if it is working.
Let's see if I can switch the camera over.
Told Ricky to be ready, but again, I'm the one-man band.
Woo! Let's see if she works tonight, folks.
If you can hear me, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, Cinerary, let me know.
I'm going to do this only once tonight, so if it is working,
seems to be working. Now, guys, this isn't a real family show. This is like a fun-filled pretend family show. That's what I wanted. If we have an echo, then we know it's working. Reminder, guys, this show always works best when you participate. That's why we are here. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, like, and share. I'm going to get myself a beverage because I deserve one. My goddamn onion smash burgers aren't even good. They're phenomenal. I can go against any restaurant, anywhere. Give me Wagyu, give me whatever, and I will do it. Fixed. Yes, it is. We're going for a drink while we wait for LMR, RML, or Loft Manager Richard. This was the same as last night's show, but the only difference was Big Nance, she was doing what she does. She was watching a movie on the line. Seems like it is working. I am pouring my drink. Hey guys, what do I always say about these shows? They work best when you participate. How do you participate? You talk, you chatter. So, what's up, guys? What'd you think of that toss? Well, we just had one hit. One just come, I think. It is what it is. They'll come. I think there's about 98 or 99 in the clock now out of about 135. That's pigeon racing, isn't it, folks? Country time, fantastic. This squirt is very, very good. You will not go wrong on it. Ricky, if you want to come in, you're more than welcome to.
Thank you.
I got this. I just started this.
This barbecue.
No, just shut the lever off. Rosedale Loft says it. Yes, Big Nance does what she does. But you know what? That's actually a good thing. Because when we do racing, we'll make sure nobody uses any internet. To me, it's bullshit. So far down 2. I wouldn't worry about what you're down. They'll either come back tomorrow or they'll quit. One of the two. When I see the birds come, again, they're in between what they're trying to do, and I just don't figure it out. If you let them out earlier, they just go longer. It's just, this is this group. We will figure out the group that wants to do it. There will be a group that will figure this all out. We're just getting to that group. And this year, that's what this is about. It's going to be a little painful. It happens. Other race yesterday lost 100 birds. You have to look at the size of the race and then you see, but it happens. It happens in your own lofts. If it happens in your own lofts and it happens in everyone's lofts that you know of, it should happen in one loft races. That one little bastard keeps coming top 10 all the time. Hey, that's a good thing. Now, reminder, we haven't got to real work yet, but keep positive. There's your burger. I souped her up for you. Dylan Hassine, natural recovery sprint race. No. This is 21 miles of training. These birds have had enough rest. This shouldn't be a problem. And hey, for about 98 or 99 or 97 or 93, it's not a problem. Again, They're going to learn on their own schedule here. They're going to learn how they want to learn. Those who want to quit will quit. Those who want to continue will continue. Remember this. There's a pigeon. It's from Jones Family Loft. It's a blue pied. The 73, the 76. It's in the top 10 birds there today clocked. Bird was gone for 3 weeks. He came back. Feels like $1 million. Let him out for a fly. Fly come in. Okay. Feels good. Handle him. Say, okay, go in the basket today. You don't want to live on the road. He's back. Right up in the front, he's back. Does that mean he's going to continue? Hey, I don't know. But the first step, the first challenge we throw in his face, he handles it. I like that. Nick Barone. Yeah, all the 9th and 10th and whatever. Hey, Nick, you're from New Jersey, correct? I want to let you know this is for Nick because I know Nick's a big fan. Hold on, this is for Nick. Hold on. There you go, Nick. You're going to get to meet them. Oh, and on this weekend, December the 9th, just added to the board. I had to add her. I had to add the father and daughter team. I could not leave them out. At the Perth Amboys Racing Pigeon Club, not only are we going to have pigeons from Emil Denny's, Xavier Verstrada, and Annemie Van Heem. That's for Nick Barone because he loves Annemie Van Heem. He's going to get a shot to meet her now. No COVID this time, Nick. She'll be there. But we're going to add also. My mom, she squats in front of the fucking in front of the front door, about this far away. This kitchen was built like shit. I'm telling you guys, this is like a goddamn zoo here. But hey, every house is a shithole. You guys have the same problems, don't you? But this here event, oh, who am I adding? The Munichs. Geert and Leandra Munich. So, Nick, make sure you're there. You can say hi to Annemie, and we're going to get a photo with you and Annemie. Those that love home, love home. Hey, 5 out of 6 birds for Brian. Hell, I definitely want to meet her with the birds. Yes, well, you're gonna get a shot to meet all these people. Again, guys, we're sorry about the noise. It is just noise, just background noise. You guys will get a shot at meeting them. You could talk pigeons with them. Hey, just between Annemie and Emil Denny's, just in those 2 pigeon people that are there, that's over 200 years of racing. Xavier Verstrada, well over 60 years. And the Munichs, again, Geert started when he was about 10 years old. So there's another 40 years. You've got right there over 300 years plus in winning races in Europe. For those of you who don't know, who are the Munichs? There was a famous pigeon, super pigeon from the Netherlands, Johnny Boy. That was their super pigeon. They've done great in one-loft races. They have real good sprint middle distance pigeons and one-loft pigeons. All these birds here that we are bringing will work in one-loft races. Come down and meet them on December the 9th. But hey, if you're saying, well, I seen something going on in November, yeah, there you go. Every breeder in that photo, plus Sammy's Loft from Long Island, he will be there as well. He has 2 fantastic pigeons. I'll move over for Ricky.
Yeah, I'm going to be...
Okay, no problem. Take your time.
Can't find my glasses.
Just stub my toe. Your glasses, they're down on the landing board. That will be the event. Every breeder you see here will have at least a bird or 2. That's it, a bird or 2 from each breeder. Come down, handle them, hand selected. I think you will enjoy it. Let's get rid of this advert. I got the advert here. I got so many damn adverts. It's not even funny, is it? There we go. All right, we're done with the adverts. Mike Green says, would love to meet them, but I don't go that part of the country. Well, Mike, you're not going there to meet them. You're coming with me on the Pigeon Boss Tour. I'm going to drive you for 13 days, man. You're going to come on the Pigeon Boss Tour. You know, for you pigeon people that want to pigeon trip. This Pigeon Boss tour, you're not going to beat it. 13 days. You get to go to Belgium. You get to go to the Lear Market. You get to the Natural Breeding Station. You get to go to the Golden Doif Awards. You get to go to the Fugari Show. Plus meet 10 super breeders. Nicholas Norman, Xavier Verstrada, Annemie Van Hee, Emil Denny's, Anik Gochan, Serge Van Alsecker, Stefan Steenberg. Ooh, am I missing somebody? Mark and Gert Polland. It's a packed trip. You will love it. So get involved. Hey, Robert Daughtry, I've been saying you're coming from Australia. You gotta come, my friend. You gotta come on the Pigeon Boss tour. You're in California, so it's going to be no problems for you. Let's check out the comments, and if you guys have any questions on that trip or anything, let me know. Love all your visits in Europe. Thank you, Robert. And why we put this tour together was for 7 people, you are going to be able to come and experience everything that I do without having to plan anything, do anything. Remember, your hotel's included, your breakfast is included. The transportation to each venue is covered. You're staying in a 5-star hotel. Love to. And you can. If you have a passport, listen, it's $5,999. That's Canadian. So for Americans, that's like $4,500 US. If anyone wants to know how good the breakfasts are, don't take my word for it. Message, or if you want to know how good the food is, don't
European style.
don't take my word for it. Ask Frank Eichhorn. He's been to the same hotels. I told him to go. Alfred took him. These hotels, the foods are 10 plus. But hey, when we go to the restaurants, it's European food. Completely different than American, more refined, very good. You will love it. Robert Daughtry says bucket list. Hey, Robert, I don't know if the world's going to end next year, or the year after that, or the year before that, or tomorrow. Get on the trip, guys. And you know what? It would be real nice. We already have one gentleman that signed up. I've never met him. He's on the show from time to time, which is great. I would love to have the people that are on our show come, because it's just a little more fun, and it gets you a little bit closer to what we do, and you can kind of see. You won't be disappointed. You're going to have a hell of a good time. Oh, and you know, when we go to that Fugare show, not only are you going to see Emil Denny's there, and you're going to see Annemie there in their booths. You're going to see Sonia Vandermeulen. She'll be there. There's lots of different breeders that will be there. Same like when you go to the Golden Doif Awards. Besides there being a terrific auction going on, and the auction will be probably a $500,000 auction in sales, maybe $1 million in sales. But you will see the biggest lofts in Europe there. They'll be there for you to say hello to. I will do some introducing. You guys will have the evening to yourselves. You can walk around, handle the pigeons, talk to people. One great thing about going to Belgium and Holland, but they're very good with English there. Most can speak English. Mike Parrish is with us. Look out, here comes LMR. Yes, Ricky is coming, Rosedale Lofts. Again, about anybody can tell me how many birds are in the clock. I would say about 99. So I would say the challenge was completed very easily for some. For others, not so easily. And you guys that watch all the time, let me ask you, what do you find, what's something that you want to see on the trip, or that you're concerned about on the trip? What's holding you back? Are you worried? Do you think we missed something? Maybe we missed something. I don't know. We could have missed something. I know after going to Europe for 4 years, there was a lot of planning, and you know, we'll plan so many loft tours in. Oh, even the Van Roby's feed store you're going to go to. It's where they manufacture Van Roby's feed. So you're going to get that. Eddie Grugins you're going to meet. Guy Vandenauer you're going to meet. People I forgot. Another thing, when you go to the Fugari show, you're going to see all the different feed companies, from the big ones like Van Robi's, Byers, Versalaga, to the small ones like Paloma. You'll see all those feed booths. You see all the natural products. You see the natural breeding station will be there. Again, law supplies, all the cool, neat things you want to buy, you can buy. Where you can buy hold on, I'm going to show you. You know what? I'll just do it this way. Keep it right on the wall. Let's do this. I've had a lot of people ask me, where did you get this? Where did you get this? Look, the pigeon clock at the Fugari show. Okay, things like that you can get for yourself. But the main thing is you're going to go on this is a real pigeon trip. You're not seeing a little bit of Belgium. You're seeing pigeon racing in Belgium. From the shows, to the awards, to the feed stores, to the best lofts. I forgot to mention Nicholas Norman.
Originators.
Yeah, the oldest family. You're actually going to go and meet the oldest family of pigeon racing in Belgium. Oh, and you're going to get to sign their guest book. And when you sign the guest book, like Philip said, hey, Ryan, open the book and read the people that have come to our lofts. You see some of the biggest names in the world, and you're going to get a shot to sign that book. And hey, what can I say? Feathers Elite, our breeders, and the people, the venues have allowed this to happen. We put the work in for you, and it's $59.99. That price is wrong. That price should be 9,000 Canadian, because I will tell you, there was a lot of work, a lot of planning, organizing, asking of breeders, getting into these events, and for these 7 people that come, it's going to be outstanding. Rosedale Loft says a Wayne Gretzky, yes.
Yeah, you're not going to go, by the way, folks, I'm here.
Oh,
Thanks. You're not going to visit some Joe Blow that has pigeons flying on the side of the road, okay? We're not talking about those kind of people. We're talking about, what you call them? Icon.
Yeah, these are the legends. Some of these lofts are the legends of the sport.
Yeah,
I mean,
and the other thing too is, you could go in your venue and say, "I'm flying to Belgium. I'm going to meet so and so."
Rosedale.
First of all,
Rosedale just said it. Anyone that follows this show,
right,
that hasn't been to Europe, the Netherlands, Belgium, needs to experience this. And I agree. Now, Brian Mansker says, I think you should jump the birds to 25 or 30 miles. Well, you should jump the birds to 25 or 30 miles. You should jump the birds to 25 or 30. They're at 21 miles now. I told you already. So hold on. I told you already. After the quarter mile and the 2 mile, when I seen the results, when I see the continuous results, there's going to be, after 100 miles, between 50 and 75 pigeons that are going to
do it.
Somewhat want to play. Now, once we go from 100 to 150, we might go from 60 down to 45. Wow.
That's going to be fun.
When we go from 150 to 250, she'll cut again. We can jump them. I got no problem to jump them.
So hold on. Brian said jump them. How much?
No, Brian. No. Brian wasn't sure. Brian said, I thought they were at 50. No, they're at 21 miles. That's the wrong.
No, I thought someone said jump them from 25 to 35 miles.
No, 20. So jump them from 15 to 20 or 30 miles. Which,
to me, that's a ridiculous calculation. Okay,
but
ridiculous.
My question is,
I don't take that. I don't take that shit.
Hold on.
I don't
give a shit what you're taking. But I
know where I am.
What I want to know is,
I jump.
What I want to know is, does it matter if they're at 2 miles or they're at 100 miles? Does it matter? Can I ask you, what do they have to do?
I don't understand
What do they
where
have to
some
do?
person says
What do they
take
have
them
to
from
do?
20 miles
What-
to 35.
What do they have to do though?
They
They have to come home.
Yeah.
So can I ask you, what is, maybe this is the whole thing. All these one-off races are wrong. They're taking them 300 miles. Maybe we only got to take them 2 miles. What's the difference?
Yeah, but they do the same thing, man. They take them to grandma's house.
But
And
what?
Grandma
No,
screws up.
you're not understanding.
Yeah, I know what
All
you're saying.
I'm saying is,
But this guy here says
Bro-
take them from 25 to 35 or from 20 to 35. Hey,
They're-
whatever you're saying
hold on.
is crap.
They're going from 2 miles.
Mhm.
They're going to 10 miles. They're going to 21 miles. Then they're going to go to 50 miles. From 50, they're going to go to 80. From 80, they're going to go to 100. From 100, they're going to go to 150, and so on. Now, that's the program that we're on.
I'm just
That's
saying.
it. And anywhere in
I'm
between,
doing is-
anywhere in
I
between,
understand what you're saying.
anywhere in between.
I
If
appreciate
tom-
the person's
I'm saying,
mindset.
tomorrow, if I want to take them back to 2 miles, I don't give a fuck. That's where they're going. That's it. Did they all go up together? Yes, they did. Did
Yeah.
95 of them figure it out? Yes, they did.
Yeah.
There's 476 that started. Why is there only 95 left? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we should show anymore.
You know.
I don't know. You know what I think we should do? We should do like the other races. Write a fancy message. Write a message. Show them dick. Leave them all home. And we got a loft of 476 pigeons.
I would have to say those birds didn't come today. Hey,
Go ahead, Rosedale.
show people. Maybe they're showbirds. They should go in
No,
the show
no.
station.
No, that's not for showbirds.
No. I'm just saying
We
showbirds
just-
don't
we-
come
we
like
just,
that.
We just
They
fly
come
the,
like shit.
we just fly the pigeons the same way we flew them last year.
Mhm.
Same way. Bake it the same way. I think his getting past the dead zone. Well, this is interesting. And Shane Hoffman, thanks. This is an interesting point. I think his thinking is get them past the dead zone. I got a problem.
Right.
When you bought me a bicycle, you bought me the bicycle. Could I walk? Was I walking as a kid?
No.
No. When you gave me a bicycle,
No.
could I walk?
No.
For fuck's sakes. God damn it, man. Listen to the
maybe
Hold
you could
on.
walk.
Big Nance, let me ask you the question. Use your indoor voice. When you bought me my first bicycle, could I walk?
Yes.
Okay. Could I run?
Yeah.
Could I use the bathroom? Could I eat?
Yeah.
All things I could do. But when you gave me the bicycle,
Right.
could I ride it without training wheels? No. You left the training wheels on, and then what'd you do? You took one training wheel off. Then when you took the training wheels off, I still fell. Get past the dead zone. Do you want me to tell you something? Tomorrow, for fun. You guys want to gamble? I'm ready. I got no problems, baby. 100 miles? We're going to take them past the dead zone to the zone where maybe, just maybe, they'll focus. 100 miles tomorrow? What do you think?
You can't.
You want to take them? I don't give a shit.
I'm sorry.
We're going
but,
to use the dead zone.
You know
A
what?
fucking dead zone. But guys, I never knew this,
I
eh?
don't know what
Pigeons-
you're talking about.
Pigeons
dead zone.
from 20 miles, 25 miles to the loft. In between there is a dead zone. In that zone, they could blow off the map. They could go to Neverland. And you want to know what? That's another good excuse. But I'll tell you, Let's take them to 100 miles. And let's see if that zone is the right one. Because I promise you, tomorrow at 100 miles, we'll be down to the right ones. That's it. Yeah, the 95 include the 7 that come out of the transporter. That's right. Rosedale said take him back to the half a mile cornfield. I'm good with that. I don't really feel like taking him 100 miles. It doesn't matter how far you take them, guys. When you let them out, okay, so when we let them out for a law fly, isn't that a dead zone? And I'm not knocking the dead zone comment because I think it's a conversation piece. Oh, the 7 that were in the transporter. Is there the odd one that's the same? Yeah. When they do find their way out, that's where they are. Mike Parrish says 25 miles, 30 mile difference in location. 35 miles past 20 mile mark-ish, Ryan. What I'm saying is, how far does a pigeon see when he gets up from his loft? How far can a pigeon see?
All I'm saying is,
I'm worried about
when a bird goes out,
I'm in a dead zone now.
he doesn't know the mileage.
Pigeon don't know the mileage. Are you sure?
Yeah, I know.
Did you ask it?
No.
Well, you're telling me.
You want my advice?
No, you're telling me.
Hold on. I'm not even going to talk.
Go ahead. Tell
Listen.
me. So a pigeon goes up. He doesn't know how far
He doesn't know. Okay. He doesn't know if he's 5 miles, 20 miles, whatever.
Okay.
And he goes up.
Okay.
Condition. Mentally, he should be focused.
Okay. So
that's it.
If the pigeon.
And he should know the loft. He should know his orientation.
Okay.
Of the loft. Okay. So a pigeon doesn't go up and go, I gotta go 100 miles today. Forget that. I ain't doing it. No. He goes up, orientates, and he should go where he goes. Unless.
But my question is, if the pigeon don't know where he is, you say he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't. Shane says the pigeons are in a dead zone. They know where they are. So what I'm saying is, 2 pigeon guys, 2 different thoughts. The way I'm looking at it is, we are making an excuse of why certain ones come and certain ones don't. That's it. What excuse can there be? I can't law fly these anymore because now I'm in a fucking dead zone.
There's no dead zone.
But
they go up, they just know, they orientate, and they just build.
I believe that when you train them on a line, they learn certain things that they see. That's great. I don't know. And I'm not overly worried about it. I'm sorry. No, you didn't interrupt me, Shane. We're talking about this in a general talk.
So what Shane's saying, there's zones?
Well, Shane's saying maybe after about the 25 mile mark and out, he feels they don't know that zone. Now, I think a pigeon sees 15, 20 miles he can see when he's up. Now, you're in an airplane and you're up 300 feet. You can see quite a ways, can't you? These pigeons here, from where we let them out, can they not see where we are? Would you not think? I don't know. And again, it doesn't really matter.
I just think some of them just play around and
they're not
really serious. And that's it. You know, they get signed up to play on the hockey team and they really don't give a shit. And I think that's what we got. We got here, what's the percentage of birds that really hit it? Figure that out. And you do that math. That's it.
And I don't think anyone's answers are wrong. I don't think Richard's is wrong with they don't know where they are. And I don't think Shane's is wrong by saying, hey, he thinks it could be in a dead zone. Because if any of us really knew, then boy, oh boy, we'd be gods. But same training pattern as last year. Same training pattern. These pigeons don't act the same. I'm not knocking the pigeons. They're just not handling it the same way. And again, I think Brian hits it. Let's dumb it down a bit. Let's put the books away and the theories away. Brian hits it on the head. The basket doesn't lie.
You're right.
So, hey, is the basket calling them or are we calling them? The basket is. Round of applause for the basket. Dave Conover says, I have been flying for over 40 years, and this year has been unreal. 5, 10, 15, 20 miles, and have birds come back 2 days. Guys, you're hearing a guy that's in our race. He says he's never seen this, not in our race, in his own loft. He hasn't seen in his own birds like this. Now, hold on. Mike Vanderyak has a question. Robert Daughtry, I want to let everyone know again, he does not live in Australia. He's from California. For the last long time, I thought he was in Australia. Every time he came on, I said to him, it's nice to see Australia here. That's good. But he says this. So my first race, I trained to 70 miles. The race was 110 miles. So that's 40 miles of dead zone. Had 11 on the drop. There you go. Something is different. Okay. Exactly. They play till you get them out past 25 or 30 miles. They play.
Again, like I said, once they start flying 2.5 hours on the wing, I'm not talking about tailwind, talking about a working flight. You really can't tell your birds. You really can't tell them. And this dead zone and all this, this is garbage as far as I'm concerned.
He's saying up to 25 miles.
I think the dead zone, you know what you call dead zone?
What's that?
When they come home, garden.
Now,
That's it. Garden zone.
hold on.
Let me say something. Years ago, I had a bird come home. It was on the north course. And I was upset, late. They took it in a basket. Nancy and I, we had to go out to Kingston. 3.5 hours east, a little bit southeast. This bird always
about 140 miles.
Yeah, always flew north. I said, I'm not going to knock this thing off because I felt like I should do this. Whatever.
It was a test.
I took it out there, test,
Single time.
dumped it, single, never was there. 140 miles. Okay, ask this guy, what is this dead zone?
Well, he's saying 25 miles around your loft. The pigeons roughly know it from loft line. Okay. I could maybe agree with that. They've seen that little bit of chunk of dirt. Right. But in the same thing, they play around. Okay, they play around. When they're in the dead zone, they play around. Take them 2 miles, they come in 4 minutes. Take them 10 miles, they come in 13 minutes. Now, some of them fuck around and play around. I get that. Take them 21 miles.
Right.
Some come good, some play around, some stay out. We're making an excuse. What happens? I got a problem. What happens if we only race 20-mile races? We're fucked. We're in a dead zone. The bird you took, you dumped it off. What did it come?
I took that bird. I dumped it off 3.5 hours, about 160 miles east of me. Dumped it.
Yeah.
Boom. Came just like a bullet. Boom. Back. Now, what kind of zone is that?
Can I ask you, the bird that come today from Jones Family Lofts, look it up, the first bird.
Yeah,
pipe.
Yeah.
Pigeon's gone, 3 weeks. You handle it. Feels great, eh? $100, 100%. That piece of shit was in the dead zone. Why is he here? Why did he beat?
He was one of the first.
It was a top 5 pigeon.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm not knocking Shane. You could be 100% right. Now, running a one-loft race takes a lot of balls to load them up. A lot of balls. I mean, you got to have nuts that are cantaloupe nuts. Put them in the basket. Take them about 40 miles. First time. And open them up. Not only your nut's going to be this big, but your butt is going to shrink to the size of a decimal point. Because, boy, oh boy.
We talked,
is what it is.
We talked the other night about a fella.
Hold on, we got so many comments.
Takes his birds 50 miles first toss. Okay, what kind of zone is that?
Okay, so
I don't believe in that.
let me read some comments and just listen. We're going to get to some of them. Some of my birds, Eddie Ortiz says, some of my birds come home together after. Other ones seem like they get hit by hawks. They have, okay, they fly, okay, whatever. Losing is not only with you. We start with 60. Now we're down to 30. The basket selects. This is Alfred. Guys, this is an Olympiad ace pigeon guy. Okay? Best in Holland. You have him here on your show. A very small loft. I'm actually not going to lie to you. Him having 60 young birds, you can ask him. In the last 10 years, this is his biggest team he's ever had. He's normally 30, 40 youngsters. He flies 20 to 10 old birds, small loft. He loses pigeons.
Now, let me ask you a question. I'll ask Alfred
We got
if he's listening.
okay. Ask Alfred, and then I'm
Okay.
going to keep reading.
And Alfred, do you not feel if you started with 60 youngsters and you lose 20 off the 60, do you not feel proud and strong? I feel proud and strong when I lose 20.
Because he says the basket is selected.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Rosedale says, depends on how many you breed, how many you train, them all as well as how you treat them. Here in the building, they get all treated the same in the lofts. Brian, in local club race last week, the club lost 70% of the pigeons. Now, they went to the race last week. Now, Shane, this is a question. I'm pretty sure that Brian's first race is past 30 miles, past 100 miles. I'm pretty sure it's past those. And I'm sure most of those guys have trained those birds out well past where we are. Why in the first race did they lose 70% of their pigeons? They weren't in the fucking dead zone. You know what zone they were in? The basket fixed them zone.
Yeah, it's called, I hate to say it, folks. I'm going to be on this right now. It's called the pigeons, garbage in the brain.
Hold on.
That's it, garbage.
Mike Parrish says this.
And you know,
And again, guys,
I talked to a friend of mine down in London, Ontario. He took 60 youngsters out, like trained them very nice.
Yep.
He lost 30. Boom.
you know,
That's it.
Well,
So,
I'm going to read. I want to read the
when
comments.
I lose those kind of birds, when I lose
Holy
them,
shit, we got lots of comments.
I clap my hands and say, good, gone. That's it. I can't be God when I look in the basket. The basket tells me who is God.
Okay,
You
hold on.
understand me?
Mike Parrish says, I believe that they are out far, can see infrared lights, infrared lights, and navigate back. That's the reason you can train at night. Oh, maybe you can. We're still waiting. Rosedale Law says, UK is complaining about big numbers of losses this year. You know what it is? It's funny. The pigeon men that train their pigeons themselves, all of you guys that have your own pigeons and you're losing them, we're the same like you. We take them out and we lose them. Other races, one-off races, your birds seem to go in. They make it all the way to the end. They make it to when you have to start investing money in them. Scratch your head. 3D Lex, it's been a lot of solar activity this summer. Do you think it has affected on the birds' homing abilities? Well, again, solar,
could have.
but
The solar's helping us, if it is,
I don't know.
get the best birds.
But, well, now we're racing with birds that can have to deal with solar, so they're going to get better. I don't think. Oh, USA Law says I need a drink, guys. That's a good one. Dave says you did have a crazy smoke and fire. Never have seen and smelled it like this year. Yeah, hey, a lot of smoke and fire. I think that's BS. Okay, Will says this. I think that's BS. When they are the ones that are gone. Well, birds get lost, they get lost. Dave says it was bad here. Rosedale Law says, remember letting youngsters out back in the day, and they would be home after 90 minutes. Okay. Mike Parrish says, I'm interested in seeing how solar flares affect my birds. I think it will be actually help them. This is the thing we all assume. Shane thinks of a dead zone. Ricky thinks the birds don't know where they are. Mike thinks solar flares could help them. Guys, the problem is you still can't ask the pigeon what really works. And this is why when we bring this up, we might argue the point.
Excuse me. How come you got 95 in?
Because the basket didn't fix them yet. Do the birds go under the bridge when feral? No, I don't know. You know what? I think when a pigeon quits, I think you should tell that doctor he was fucking shit.
We got 2 more weeks.
Yeah, 2 more weeks of that fucking horse shit. Guys, you hear that shit? That's shit. That's what a doctor said. A doctor that makes $200,000 a year, that's horse shit. Fucking dumb. Anyways, I'm not complaining on the free medical care. Listen, if you're in Canada, become a doctor, a dentist, it's easy. You don't have to fix nobody, and they pay you like a king. Let's get back to this. I don't know about feral pigeons and race pigeons. When a race pigeon tries to get home and he's cooked and he's done, he either lives and he's got only a day or 2 to do that, or he dies. Do they live under the bridges? Maybe. Do they live in the barns? Maybe. I don't know.
I think what you have to understand is it's like the race horses or the dogs that race. You go to the racetrack, you can get a whole van load of race horses.
Right.
This horse ain't cutting it. Okay? So it's mentally with the racehorse plus the rider. Whips him. Let's go. But the guy that rides it, he goes, this horse doesn't have the brain. So what I'm saying is,
can I throw this question?
what I'm saying is the pigeon, he's got, he doesn't have the brain. So guess what? Boom.
We're going
Done.
to use an American icon for a second. Mike Gass breeds 1,000 youngsters a year. Every year, he might win one one-off race. He might win a big one. He sends 300, 400, 500 birds out. 150 to Pattaya, 100 to the Africa Pro, 100 to this one, 75 to that one, 28 to this one. Son of a bitch. He's got the best one-off birds money can buy. He bought every one. Mixed, the other one. He bought them all. In the coefficient system.
He's a loser.
He's sucking the bag.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Now, but he's still winning, isn't he? But he's sending out 400. You guys are sending out, most of us, you, me, him,
5,
10, 20. In a busy year, and you broke the bank because you didn't want to tell your wife, you splurged a bit and sent 70 birds out to 7 races, right? And guess what? You didn't win shit. You're not losing. You're testing. This guy's sending out 300, 400, 500. Get one that does it. Brian Mansker says, my first bird will be 2 weeks, 128. My first race will be 128 miles. Pigeons that are not healthy get lost.
You know what, Ryan? It's the odds thing.
Hold on.
Birds.
Hold on. Pigeons that don't get healthy. Pigeons that aren't healthy get lost.
I agree.
I agree. You know, you have a broken foot, you don't run right. But doing this race, you treat, you medicate, you do as much as you can do. There's a gurgle and a rattle. Some birds, I can't get rid of it. We had pigeons that flew in a one-loft race. We brought them home. They were rattling so bad. I don't know how the fuck they flew 300 miles. Because, can I ask you a question? You ever have birds that rattle come home and win races?
No.
Even finish the race?
No.
No. We were bringing birds back that won money, that were rattled. You know what? Look at this. Pull the wool over my eyes. We treat them, vaccinate them, this, that, pump the drugs to them, try and get them cured. I'm using a rattle. Treat them for canker, treat them for cocci. Give them good feed, give them fresh water. Wait, pat their bum. They still got respiratory. They still got a problem. The loft, been there for 4 years, never had the problem. Do you want me to tell you what the problem is?
Problem is us.
No.
Knock them off.
The problem is the bird.
Yeah.
At that time.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't fix
knock
that.
the damn thing off.
Belong, you will never know from a lost pigeon whether they fly good. I prefer to keep 10 youngsters who have experienced everything than 20 who learn nothing. Here's a question. Alfred says it. Alfred would rather have 10 pigeons that have learned, have had some rough tosses,
Yeah.
maybe stayed out at night,
Mm-hmm.
maybe gone a week, come back, picked up the system and learned, than have 10 pigeons, have 20 pigeons that were trained on a line. Hold on.
Perfect.
Does this sound familiar? Last year, we did 40 tosses, 6 races out to 240 miles and lost very few pigeons. But at 220 miles from Latchford on an overcast day, which they'd been in many times, those same pigeons, they really fucked it, didn't they? Because that was their day to fuck it. And that's when they started to learn a little bit more. And I think Alfred's right. 600 birds sent equals 60 quality top 10% pigeons. I don't think if you send 600 birds out, I don't think you'll have 60 in the top 10% if you send them to races. I don't think so. Our first race will be September 3rd. I still have 43 birds, so we will see what happens. Good job. Dave says, we have 2 Daves in a row. This is Dave Conover. That was David Tracy. You are doing great, showing us all. Don't change a thing. I'm out too. And guys, birds that are out, they'll come back tomorrow. Have a day off. These birds again will go tomorrow. We're going to play it again. If you lose pigeons from 2 kilometers, what does that say? Unhealthy or loft manager is shit? I say from 2 kilometers. Well, what would it say if I let them out from the loft and they fucked off? Or I took them not 2 kilometers. No, I took them 1,000. How far would that be? A half a kilometer to the cornfield? What would that say?
I think you should ask the first question.
What?
Are the birds healthy? That
Well,
would be the first question I would ask. Okay? If I would not take birds that weren't healthy to 2 kilometers. And healthy birds going to 2 kilometers, if they were loft flying, which would show me they're healthy.
hold on.
half an hour, whatever. Show me they're healthy.
Right.
Up, they show you tuck the wings, nice tuck, going across, not landing.
Birds love.
That shows me they're healthy. And if I take them 2 kilometers,
Hold on.
I'm sorry, but
When you look in the loft before we trained them, were the cocks treading the hens? Were the cocks treading the hens?
Yeah.
Were the birds going out was this group a big rambling group? No. But did they go up as high as tipplers and fly a little bit and come down?
Yeah.
Was there a group of lazy ones?
Yes.
Yes, there were. Hold on a second. Did I take them 90 feet? Yes. Did I take them 400 feet? Yes.
Right.
Did I take them 1,600 feet away?
Yeah.
Yes. Take them a half a mile? Yes. They don't come back. And by the way, when I let them out, I didn't realize I got to tie strings on them and walk them back. But the question we have is, why do some come home and some don't? Am I a shit loft manager? 100%. I'm shit. No, what makes me shit is I should fucking lie. Tomorrow they'll go to 100 miles. There's no show. Bang, bang, bang. They all come. Whoa, we weren't in the dead zone. He was right. But you know what? Take them a half a kilometer and blow 50% of them away. They were sick. When they're fucking on the board, they're not sick, are they? Are they? I got a question. Are they? When they steam jump into the bath, are they sick?
No.
Do sick pigeons take baths?
No.
Do they coo on the board?
No.
You want me to tell you?
They do. Yeah.
But the 50 or the 150 that want to sit on the roof and not fly, what would I do? I get the garbage can out, fix them. But we don't do the garbage canning. The basket, it tells us, is there the birds with rattles and one-eye colds? Yes. Do we treat? How much money did I dump in? Over $1,000 in respiratory products? Same lofts, same ventilation. Oh, by the way, is that maple tree? First time it ever had mold on it this year on the leaves?
Well,
why?
Hey, listen, my friend, you can ask the question.
I need to drink.
Myself, at my age,
Why are you coughing?
I have had this respiratory, what do you call it?
Congestion.
Congestion. I've had this for probably a month. I'm trying to kick this off. I went to the doctor. He said, "Oh, we're going to do an X-ray on your lungs this way and that way and all this stuff." I've never had that, and I can't shake it. Right?
Because you know
Okay,
why?
so, but it's the same thing as why is the maple tree outside got the fungus on the leaves?
Why?
Same
Why?
thing.
Why is this year there's fungus on the trees?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, why?
It's like, oh wow.
But
So
hold on.
what it
Hold on. The same shit loft manager, the same shitty one,
Mhm.
same shit feed, same shit training,
Mhm.
same shit lofts.
Right.
How come last year they fired? Holy shit!
I'm just.
What did I do?
Again, I said.
And I'm shit.
Every year could be.
I'm fine with
something
being
different,
shit.
right?
Listen, every year is not the same year.
I went to the doctor. He says,
God.
now, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it's not gone. Come back. The doctor knows. He's seeing how many people they have the same. So we're all the same thing. The birds are the same, right? It's like, what's that bird flu here that's going around?
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse flu.
Whatever that flu is. It's going around for bird avian flu. Over there, they got it. Over there, they got it. We don't have it here.
Okay, so hold on. We got more comments.
Yeah.
Carlos says hi. Holy shit! Hey, help Ricky. Okay, 2 kilometers. So is Ricky sick? Yeah, he's got a bad congestion. Carlos says hi. That's why win some and lose some, lose the rest. Yes, birds can see 5+ miles easy when they're up in the sky. I think birds can see a lot farther.
Well, I heard different. I heard birds can see up to 50 miles.
Now,
50 miles they can see.
Now, 50 miles. And guys, think about when you're in a plane, when you're landing in the plane. When you're landing in the plane. That's what I'm saying. Not when you're up, going to Egypt. But it's funny. Alfred, I think, was commenting on the 600 birds that, remember, Rosedale said 600 birds sent out, 60 will be in the top percent. Alfred says 1% of them will out of 600. What's that? 6 pigeons? Yeah, 1%. Mike Green says it's a part of racing. You'll have your good years and your bad years. Common sense. Mike Parrish says you are doing anything different this year compared from last year. Really, no. The only thing I would say that's real different about this year when the birds are out is I found this group a lazier group. This group, it didn't matter if you took the weight off them. It didn't matter if you flagged them. It didn't matter what you did.
They're too smart.
They almost either didn't want to fly at all, or when they flew, they gave you what I call a subpar. For instance, his birds, I let 10 of his pigeons out. Let them out, 10:30, 11 in the morning. It's hot, it's sticky, it's gross. An hour and 30 minutes. Rambling, gone, back every half an hour, every 20 minutes across, flying good. Effortlessly going. I don't have to say, come on, throw the ball, come on. Naturally want to go. At the same time, you had a bird in your loft with a little bit of a wet eye. It was still going. I don't know. Mike Van Eyck says, Mike Parrish, I can clearly see across Toronto 40 miles away. And again, from here, I can take us where we are on our little knoll here. We can see Toronto. It's 25 miles away. We can see it like it's nothing. We're on the ground and we can see it. Stan says, how do you know that they fly around the loft? Oh, we get them out. They go up and hold on. I'm not going to tell you. Let's see if I have one here. Oh, that video don't play no more. Ricky's sick. That video don't play. We watch them loft fly, but this isn't the group that loft flew like last year's group or the year before's group. Different loft flying.
You let those birds out, those R&Rs out. You told me they were gone for an hour and a half, I don't know, 2 hours. And I said, I can't believe it. I said, they must be landing on a wire somewhere or something. But when I was gone down to New Brunswick, you said when they landed, you could tell.
Hold on, guys. I got the camera the wrong way. Yeah. So Mike Vanderyak says this. Birds that were locked out 12 hours a day for weeks and 100 get lost No. We didn't lose 100 at a half a mile, Mike. We lost about 250. Not even I don't even know if that was a half a mile. I don't think it's a half a mile when we put it in as the crow flies. I think that's like a quarter or a half of a mile. Anyways, that got lost. Something we have not talked about was about what was going on. Example, beating 150,000 pigeons in 2 years. What percentage is that? Olympia Henny did that. So less than 1% will be supers. This is a guy that's done this. Now, I can't comment on this because I've never won that an award. But listen to what he says. Example, beating 150,000 pigeons in 2 years. What percentage is that? Henny, Olympic Henny, did that. So less than 1% will be supers. Remember, there's a difference.
Less than 1%.
Oh, it can't even be 1%.
No, less.
It's like zero. It's like a million zeros and then one.
That's what he's saying.
Right. Peter says, ship breeders, shit that. That's the answer. I don't think. And again, we're not. I'm not saying that the birds are shit. No. No. You can ask Alfred everything out of Olympic Henny's parents. Maybe Olympic Henny's parents bred a good one, a couple average ones, 2 shit ones, 3 shit ones, and then hold on, bang, Olympic Henny comes in.
Okay, so I'm going to put the gun at Alfred.
No.
I'm going to say Olympic Henny, okay?
Right.
How many years has he been flying birds with his father
Right.
till he accomplished Olympic Henny? Let's figure out how many birds he raised, flew, etc., till he met this bird.
Right.
And tell me, how many years, how many birds, and then he met this hen.
And
Tell me.
and
Alfred. No, I'm not trying to put the gun at Alfred.
No. And
That
think
kid-
about it.
I'm
Think
just-
about this. It's the same answer I'm going to say. Every year or every 2 years, there's only one Olympiada all-around pigeon from that country. How many pigeons from all those years could accomplish this?
I'm not. What I'm saying is,
We're not talking about that.
it's like,
Okay.
like we got to keep going, and we're gonna get that
though.
excellent bird.
Hold on.
Okay.
You're taking a hit in the pocket. Yeah, I'm taking a hit in the pocket. Guys, if you run a one-loft race, to run it like a pigeon man, like we gonna play to win. Not like the other ones. Do you want me to say the names? I don't want to do it. I'm not going to say the other names. If they run the race to race them, they won't make money. Did I take a hit here? Yes, I took a hit. I lost in 1 week about $35,000. If I would have not been honest, I'd be 35,000 richer. And tell you guys, they're doing great. They're loft flying great. Look at how they're coming. Let them out at the school. Let them out in the backyard. Let them out for a loft fly. Not show you nothing. Just put the clock on and they all scan. But I show it to you. I show you the fucking train wreck from a quarter mile. Because that's the type of guy I am. Is my handling shit? Yes. Because I'm going to handle different than he is. Everyone's different, so everyone's shit. There's not one good handler out there. Alfred's shit. He won the Olympiada. He's shit. Emil Denny's could be shit. We all could be shit, according to everyone, right? I don't like what he does. I don't like what he does. I don't like what he does. Listen, when you come to my kitchen, you eat my steak. That's it. Everyone's a good handler. But if you fly a one-loft race to win, to push the birds and get the best out of them, my question to you is, Mr. Andy Larenzakis, Big Andy, he flies a race in Florida for 7 or 8 years, 1,700 birds a year. Clock works, everything works, bing, bang, boom, done. Gets his daughter over there to run a race. He's sitting there with her to do 0 inventory, 0 updates, 0. He's already run it 7-8 years. His race over there, transfer over here. Why doesn't it get done? Why?
I know what you're saying.
Take 1,200 birds in, and we don't have a
Excuse me.
fucking update.
Excuse me. It's like the program over here was boom, boom, boom. Now we got the same guy running over here. The program is not the same. It's out of program. It's like, excuse me, somebody took your credit card and they scammed it.
So
Now they could see that Richard, he only goes once a week on that credit card or debit card and buys about 150, 200 bucks a week. Well, wait a minute. That Richard, that's his program. Gas, whatever.
you repeat yourself.
That's him. That's him. Now, somebody scammed his card. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, Richard looks and says, "Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Oh, you bought clothes in Italy. You took 2 flights on WestJet, Canada Airline, whatever. You went on taxi cabs. You also went on big meals and all this. Wait a minute, Richard, you never did this. We can see that.
But
In the last, hold on, year. So what I'm saying is you're kind of on a system.
But
So now
What-
what you're saying is
what I'm saying is,
Yeah. the guy over there.
I took a hit in the pocket
Mhm.
because I'm being honest.
Great. Okay, so
In
what,
business,
what
in-
you're
no,
saying
no,
is
in business
that
sense,
man over there
He's
doesn't
great.
run the same
this son of a
program.
bitch is running it right.
Let's see your
Because
program.
no.
I want to
No.
see your
No,
program.
there's none. Because nobody will bitch, whine, and complain. The son of a bitch is lying back up for a bunch of horse shit. And by the way, the 1,200 birds and the 300 birds, fuck it. I'll take 5 that are left here at the end. I'll take it and whip them with them. And you want to know why you'll whip them? And you want to know why they won't come? And I'm using them. And I could take the Hoosier, I could take the Apple Cup, I could take every fucking one. Do you know why they will never come? Because if they don't put the work in, they already pre-know they're going to get whooped. Because what were these birds? These birds were punished into the ground until the basket said, unfortunately, Pioneer, you made a bad business decision to gamble on the training. You got 50 birds to the activation.
We were getting into
That's it.
the loft. The guy
Anyways.
has it down there. He had a program. He's done it so many years. It showed so many years.
He moves there, he doesn't do
Now
the program.
all of a sudden, the same man over here doesn't have a program. I can't believe it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I can believe it.
Well,
I can believe it. Here we go. Mike Vaniak says, Rosedale Loft. I don't know. We don't discuss what happened. Okay, Mike, what happened? What happened at a quarter mile? What happened? We got to reinvent the goddamn wheel. Remember a year and a half ago, we had that pigeon on Bloomington Road. Hit the wire about almost at the school.
I still have the hen.
You still have her.
Yeah, I do.
She's one of ours. She hit the wire.
Yeah, she walked home.
She walked home from the school. You remember you passed her on the road. You said
Yeah,
there's
no,
a pigeon
yeah.
walking on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You didn't know. The bird come through the ditch, half a mile, quarter mile. No, I'm lying. 700 feet. Walked down the road and into the driveway and stopped at the gate. Couldn't go
Yeah.
over the gate and picked her up.
100%. I couldn't
Right.
believe it.
Now,
I
hold
still
on.
have the hen.
Mike, we got to discuss what happened there.
It walked home.
It was a fucking sonic boom.
It must have hit the wire down the road a half a mile or something. Bang. On the shoulder of the road. I could not believe it. I was going down the road. I said, oh, there's a pigeon. Okay. I got out to see if I could pick it up.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. And she had enough this. She flew off into the grass. And I said, oh, hell with you. Let her go. Came back 20 minutes later or whatever it was. the same damn bird came walking down
down.
the driveway.
Can I ask you a
picked it up
question?
and said,
Can I ask you a
"Holy
question?
cow."
Those birds from the cornfield where we lost them.
Mhm.
Why do you think we lost them?
Why do I think? I just think the mentality, they just didn't do it.
Oh, or maybe the question we should say is, why didn't we lose them all?
Good point.
I don't know. Anyways, USA losses. Don't beat yourself. No. Guys, this is a show where we include your comments. So I have to be real. I have to be able to. Guys, you're all sitting here at this table. All of you. Shane and Mike Vanderyak and USA Lofts and Michael Peevler and all of you. We're all sitting here having a drink, talking on here, but we read the comments. And you're going to get my real. If you want me to give you the business answer and the professional sports answer, guys, we're trying our best, and the birds are working hard, and sometimes things just happen. Yeah. Next question. Mike Vanderyak says, different than last year, you started with 3 times more birds in the same size loft. Last year we took in 300. I got to do it like a professional athlete. Last year we took in 325 birds or 350 birds, same size lofts, and birds seemed to train good up to Latchford. This year we took in 580, not 611, 580, and at half up 3/4 of a mile, I lost all the birds. I lost 50% of them. At that point, the lofts should have been the same size as last year, actually less birds. And at 2.5 miles, we dropped another 150. Birds are really trying their best. They're doing good, bathing. Eyes are bright, soft, silky feathers. They're ballooning out every once in a while, and they're really giving it their best. You want cookie cutter answers. Maybe we should give cookie cutter answers. So, and here's another mind-boggling thing, and I'm going to throw this at Robert Daughtry, and I'm mind fucked on this answer, this question. Ron Steinbrenner, his loft was not even 45 feet long, 45 by 8, and I'm being generous. Somebody who was at Ron Steinbrenner's might say to me, Ryan, it was 32 feet long. He had 600 pigeons in it. And he got to the first race, 500 some years, 480 some years, 350 some years, 600 some years. I don't know. Every year wasn't the same. I couldn't believe the amount of pigeons he had in the loft. Is the loft the problem? 100% it could be. I don't know.
Oh, describe the loft.
The loft
You were inside of it.
I was inside the.
Like, describe
There were little stump perches, but there weren't enough perches for pigeons. He had the feeders with perches on the feeders. He had where the drinkers were perches on. The aviary had perches. When he was in there and he was walking, guess what he was?
Right.
A goddamn perch. If he stood in there for 10 minutes, put his arms out, he'd have 6 pigeons sitting on him.
Yeah.
He was a master.
Yeah.
I had a bad start this year. Davey says this. I had a bad start this year. Only bred my first birds in March 15th. Birds, I have left 9, north to south, east, west. They are coming back anywhere, 60 miles direction. Hey, good. Dave's having a good year. Michael Peevler says, tell Amar to put Vicks Vapor Rub on his feet and put warm socks on. All right, Mike, we're going to do that. With all these losses, okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name. How would we pronounce this? There's the name Man in here. I might just call you the Man. K-Y Man. Manny. Kamani? Kamani. I'm going to say Kamani. He's had some good firing questions, which are good. with all these losses, was any pigeons got reported? Here's the sonic boom. That's how many got reported. Not one. Not one pigeon. Isn't that mind-boggling? 470 we started 2.5, 3 weeks ago. We're down to now 135. Not one reported. You pull the flights this year, not last year. You darken last year, not this year. Yeah, those are some things that are different. Again, I don't think those are big differences. I mean, you pulled the flights on your birds. But let me ask you, would you pull the flights again on your birds? Did you like it?
I would.
Okay, so you're not against it.
No.
No. And again, I don't know if we darken these birds or we left them natural or again, you can do everything right and have a bad day. And I'm not saying a bad day, that's an excuse.
I think if you left the birds natural right now, the coverts would be off. They'd be up around the 6th flight.
Well,
It wouldn't be good.
Stan,
You get into head molds.
Stan asked this question. Out of all the birds, did half of the birds actually loft fly? Oh, shit. Well, I had times here, you get the birds up. Shit, we must have had, if we had 500, we maybe had 420, 320, 380, 400 go up for a fly. But what I'm saying is, they didn't have it in them to want to go and like what I call, I let them out. They're showing me they want to fly like I don't need to stick. I don't need to talk to them. I don't need to ask them. They want to go. There's a difference. There's a difference. They're healthy. They come into the bath good. They got good, nice body weight. Back them off with light feed. Throw the ball at them. Get the flag at them. Sing and dance. But birds that don't want to, they don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how you fix that.
They're like lazy.
Yeah, they could be lazy. They don't want to fly. They're not feeling it. Maybe something wrong. And again, I'm not a pigeon vet. Try to be, but you can't look deep inside of them. Again, Olympic Henny. She's the best pigeon in all Holland. She has a brother and a sister and some other nephews. They're not Olympic Henny, are they?
Oh, I asked the question. How long did it take Alfred to get this hen?
A lot of years, man.
How many birds did he go
A
through?
lot of years.
How many pigeons were actually garbage did he go through?
Yeah.
And then he got this hen.
But
Let me ask Alfred. He's there. Can he reproduce this hen in 3 to 5 years from now? The same hen.
I don't know.
Ask him.
Well,
Tell him how many years it took to get there.
Well, hold on. I will say, I think in his defense,
Yeah.
being able to produce one means you have a better shot at getting closer again.
100%.
So,
But
he has a big advantage.
can he look in his book and say,
Pre-select
Olympic
one.
Henny, I will reproduce this bird again in 3 years? Can he do it? Ask him.
I don't know.
Let's see. No. If
Well,
he's
you
on-
asked him. I don't have to. Okay. And
Right.
and-
That's what I'm saying.
it's not
How many years has he been flying birds with his father
to produce
to
this pigeon.
produce this bird?
A lot of years, man.
Right.
A lot of
Okay.
years. A lot of years.
I give him 100% credit.
Right.
Let's see him reproduce it. How many years?
And hold on. He doesn't have to produce it ever again because
No.
it's so rare. It's so hard. It's exactly what he said. It's less than 1% of all pigeons.
It's in the book.
It's hard.
Okay. So
Okay, hold on.
if I call him up and say, hey, bud, I want to buy a bird from you, Alfred, it's got to reproduce me a winner. That means
Hold on.
in this combine here, there's only 100 pigeon flyers, man. that's only like, what, 2,000 birds, maybe max on the race team. I want a pigeon from you that's gonna beat them every single week. Can he guarantee that? He can't.
No, but what he can guarantee is he's got pigeons that can compete against 150,000. And that's why the pigeons from Europe are far superior to pigeons than around in this area, or around most areas.
I believe it.
Okay, hold on.
You know,
We're in low power mode. We don't got a lot of time. Rosedale says one loft is a hawk smart bird that can exercise when it wants and should do. Sickness amongst the birds being raised in perfect conditions is something to be thought about.
well, I think what Rosedale said,
Okay, so
I think that's right.
Let me read it again.
He's
One
100%
loft,
right.
one loft is a hawk smart bird
Yeah.
that can exercise when it wants and should do. Okay?
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Right? I
That's
like that.
two.
Sickness amongst the birds and birds being raised in perfect conditions is something to think about. Well, you can't, in any one loft, you can't get the birds always in perfect condition. And I agree.
No, what I think he was saying is sickness. It's almost like
Can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
We had birds this year. You let out 500. With the stick, they go up. They all go up except for 25. They sit on the back of the roof. Man, they're smart. Birds start to go up and they go around. They break off into a group. And then a small group comes and lands. Then the group that's flying, they're up high. Another 2 pull out. Another 6 pull out. After about 20 minutes, there looks to be about 400 on the roof. We have eggs, bacon, and then about 35 come.
like Rosedale said.
Wait,
those
hold
are
on.
the ones.
And they go over and they're gone again. And about 10 minutes later, they come back and they land.
Mhm.
Well, can I ask you a question? Why in the world do those ones want to play?
That's
I don't know.
That's what Rosedale
Okay.
said. Those are the ones.
Will
Those
says
are the
this.
athletes.
You show everything and we see it. You don't show shit. We don't know how many they lose, and they will never say it. It's not you're doing. The best we will see. And that's all I'm saying. But the question I have for you is, we're on a show. We run a race to make a show, to show it all. You guys that enter all these races, do you ever really question why is it so easy for them? Why is it just that like it's just fucking easy? It's just
Oh, I know what you're saying. It's like date, this
Perfect.
date,
perfect.
that date.
And
that
I'm
date.
just wondering. Not the same racing it used to be back in the day. I love your cooking, says Dave. Yes. In 2 years, I won the National Chateau. In 7 years, I had Olympic Henny. But my father had pigeons for 60 years. He also won nationals in the past. Maybe I see more than one average. And guys, do you hear what he just wrote? Alfred wrote this. In 2 years, I won a national Chateau. Very hard race, I think, against 35 or 40,000 plus pigeons.
Mhm.
In 7 years, he had Olympic Henny, Olympic Ace Pigeon. My father has had pigeons for 60 years
Mhm.
and also won nationally in the past. Maybe I see more than one average. What he's saying is there's very, very few. And guys, I think Alfred's a good pigeon man. His father's very good pigeon man. They think pigeons, they play pigeons. They're at a very high level. I could put Alfred in Chicago, Toronto, Ethiopia, Iraq, Africa. Him and his father playing pigeons, they're going to come to the top of the level very quick because they're playing on another level. Now, You see it. Eddie Ortiz, don't worry about the past. Nothing will ever be perfect. No, no, no. We're just talking on a show. This is what this is about. It's to get the blood boiling. It's about talking pigeons. We're not cookie cuttering. Who in Canada lets their birds loft fly these days? I don't know. I love loft flying. I came out of the shadows to say, hey, Emile Denny's is the man. You're going to get to meet him, Perth Amboys, December the 9th. Not only will you meet Emile Denny's, you'll meet Annemie Van Hee, Xavier Verstrada, and Gert and Leandra Munich from the Netherlands. You're going to meet 4 super pigeon flying families. Again, you've got long distance, you've got extreme long distance, you've got one loft winning, you've got middle and short distance and one loft racing, and you've got close to over 350 years of flying pigeons in Europe at the event.
If I can say something about these
But
people.
hold on. It's an emergency. Our girl's back. Gloria. Gloria is looking for help, guys. If anyone wants to help Gloria, help her out. She's on now. We're just going to... I want to help Gloria. Hold on. K-Man. I'm going to call him the K-Man. Why don't you train the pigeons in the morning? Don't you think they would have a better chance of making it home? That spending the night out changes. They may get killed. Well, I train these birds in the afternoon. I train every year. You can ask everybody in the afternoon. In the afternoon to the evening. That's the schedule for the show. When you flew pigeons, you train them in the afternoons.
My question is,
What's the difference?
okay,
I don't know what the difference
hold
is.
on. If you take the pigeons today, it's 20 miles,
Yeah.
24 miles. And you took them, how long, ask this person, the bird's been 14 times in the basket, 16 times?
Well, if you count the five basket tosses,
Mhm.
the birds have been 5. The birds have been in the basket 17 times.
Okay, so ask yourself, my friend, 17 times in the basket. Today, clear sky, very nice. Absolutely zero wind. Okay. How long do you think those birds should come from 17 miles? Or what?
21 miles.
Or
21
or
miles.
35 kilometers or 38 kilometers.
Though,
How long do you think it should take those pigeons to come from that distance? Okay, so we're not going to say no more. Let's just
hold on.
answer.
Hold on.
Okay. Plus, they had the loft line.
Can I ask you a question?
Right.
When these birds went out today at 7:10, it gets dark at 8:30.
Yeah.
21 miles, right?
That's what I'm saying.
21 miles. Hold on. 21 miles. Toss 16 in the basket. You did a bunch of 2s, a bunch of 10s. Hold on. When I took them, were you at all worried about birds coming home?
100% no.
No. Now, if I take them at 6 o'clock in the morning, are you worried about them coming home? No, you're not. Are you worried about taking them at 12 o'clock?
So,
no,
okay.
I'm not.
So my answer is, for this group of birds, what are you asking? Let's give them some play around time.
Play around. Time.
Lots of play around time. What? How much time do you want them to play? Let them up at 6 in the morning, 6:30, daylight. I'm going to give them 10 hours to play. I'm sorry, but that don't cut it. Okay? That doesn't cut it for me. They got to come. They got 2 hours to get home. an hour and a half, they better come home. That's it. Done. Okay? If I gave you a bird, bud, here's my bird. Here's a gift. And you take it 45 minutes from my house. And you're 50 kilometers or 30 miles that way. And it gets out from the damn basket. The darn thing should make it home. No loft line. Came right out of my stock loft. Damn thing should make it home. So this shit, what you're talking about,
No.
I think
hold on.
you're looking for an excuse. I'm a strong guy. This is bullshit. Why did
Hold on.
how many came in?
Hold on.
95?
Hold on.
How many came in?
Can I get your phone?
95?
Give me your phone.
Where's
Give me your
my
phone. Give me your phone.
How many came in?
Give me your phone. I gotta look at some shit. Read my comment. Yes, I did. Okay. Yes, you can. Sam.
There you go.
U-Race is no money up front, so everything is okay. No problem. Rob Ross voice. Do you think smaller release sizes? No, smaller is worse. I quit. Everything goes out together. You're reporting there here in New Jersey. I am reporting here in New Jersey. I don't like the sand. You don't like the sand. I saw your release on Sunday. You named me as having a bird reported in Toronto. Okay. No. The bird was trained on Saturday. It flew down to Carlos's. Carlos said, bird went in his loft. I'm coming up tomorrow over by the 400. I don't know, 400, 6 miles away. Right up here. Let the bird go. He said, oh, it ate, drank, it felt good. Let the bird go. That's it. Let the bird go. The bird can fly, Stan, from my house to his place is 25 miles past, 10 miles past, overshot. That's it. Oh, that's the one bird we got reported. Sorry, guys. Out of 470 birds, Stan's bird got reported. That's one. Shit. We got one. Carlos let it out. Ricky put Vix in, put the socks on. No, Ryan. What I'm saying is, lads should not be complaining. Yes, showing them all. I send birds and they went missing like I'd call mothers and fathers. They're rubbish. Training simple. Okay, no problem. I believe he meant the weather conditions and the release time of the day. Stan, what are you asking about? The weather is perfect today. The weather was perfect. Every time we've taken them, the weather's doable. I raced 3 rounds from Alfred. Birds fantastic. Looking the 3rd round, I'll still squeaking. Have them out to 50 miles. Good job. I already have next year's birds planned to send. Keep going. Maybe Gloria took the missing birds. Let's call her. That's revealing of time of daylight remaining. No. Where the fuck is this? Come on, Stan. Let's see what it said today. Aurora. We're in Aurora. Let's see. Aurora. Oh, shit. It doesn't show now. Well, it'll show for tomorrow. What time? Sunsets at 6:30 or sunrise is at 6:30. Sunset is at 8:09. Stan is right. But sunset's not dark. Look at what the clock says and birds coming in. Let me check that horse shit out. Let's look. I don't know how his phone is here. This phone's rubbish. Here we go. Let's look today, shall we? Here we go, guys. I'm going to pull this up for us. Let's see. Okay, so today was the Rock, the second time to the Rock. So the last bird to clock today is the 95th pigeon, Rosedale. Sunset, Stan says, is at 8:15. This stupid pigeon, which you gotta have night vision goggles, clocked at 20:41. What time's 20? That's 8. 8:41. Why in the hell are these birds trapping at 8:41 when it was dark at 8:15? That's when sun sets. That's not when the light's gone. And again, can I ask you a question, Ricky? I'm going to throw this at you. When we're at 200 miles with these pigeons, 200, 150, maybe 100 miles in that zone, we're going to take those pigeons 15 minutes before it's black to 21 miles. Do you expect them to be home?
100%.
Did you see it? Have you seen it? And have you done it?
I train pigeons in the dark.
Now, these people think we're whacked out. We are. Because why?
All I'm
We're not
saying
babying.
is, who are you?
They are they. Dave says late training works once they get in the routine. I like late training. 8:12. No, it can't be 8:12, Stan. It's got to be, it works just fine. Last year's training, same way. Just different this year. Mike's good. Honestly, I hope people remember this, my advice. Whoa, Alfred, I can't read the whole thing, man. Alfred is basically saying, guys, look at yourselves. Take a look. It's damn hard. This guy knows about racing. This guy knows about winning. This guy, guys, this guy knows about buying a $20,000 pigeon, a $10,000 pigeon, an $8,000 pigeon, a $5,000 pigeon, a $1,000 pigeon, a $100 pigeon. He's bought pigeons for big money, maybe that didn't work. He bought pigeons for a fair price that have worked. He has done a lot of things. Train pigeons, work pigeons. You have to have a bit of luck, a good system, and play the game. My answer is BS. Okay. Stan says my answer is BS. Can I ask you, how many pigeons come home for you in a basket? How many pigeons come home for you in a basket? Are you interested in going and picking up pigeons?
No.
When you go and pick up a pigeon,
It should never.
wait, the pigeon that overshoots, that overflies,
Right.
that fucks up himself.
Yeah.
He fucked it up. The pigeon did.
A bird should never come home in a basket.
Wait, the pigeon overflew 25 miles past the loft. The pigeon overflew.
Right.
I didn't fly him. I didn't take him the wrong direction.
He flew.
He did it on his own.
Yeah.
My mistake. Stan is right. My answer was BS. Carlos drove the bird up to the 400, 8 miles away,
Right.
and let it go. Next time, Carlos, take the pigeon, open your door, throw it out the window from your house. Actually, don't throw it. Place it on the rooftop
The sidewalk.
and walk away. Why? If that son of a bitch could fly that far past, then guess what? He's a big boy. He'll get it in his balls to get his ass back up the hill. And if you don't do that, guess what? I ain't wasting a night driving down there when the guy's driving back up 6 miles away. Let the bird out. He'll come home. He flew 25 fucking miles.
Over.
Hold on. My answer's BS. You think those birds that don't come out of the basket, do you think they'll do it 300 miles?
No way.
Do you think they'll do it at 100 miles?
No.
Okay. So what are we doing here? Do you know what we're doing? We're doing this. Watch.
Okay, so
They're all good. Wait. They're all good. They're all good.
no,
They're all good. They're
Hey,
good.
they're
My
all-
answer is BS. Training in the evening is beyond the point. Having a show for who pigeons in your loft, for who has pigeons in your loft in evening. Your audience is beside. No. Can I ask you a question? We're in the garbage business.
Mm.
You're in the garbage business. Before I was born, you were in the fucking garbage business.
Mhm.
What time do you start normally in the morning with the garbage truck?
Sometimes it start at 1 in the morning, 2
Okay.
o'clock in the morning.
Now, I would go to school.
I
I'd
did that for years.
You did that for what? 40 years? 50 years? 30
From
years?
73 till 2019.
So you're perfect sunshine and rainbows. You couldn't be home at 6 in the morning to train your birds perfectly like the way the storybook says.
No.
But when I come home from school at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, we would play some soccer, have some fun. We would basket the birds, and we take the pigeons training 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. We take them training to 25 miles.
Yeah.
Right. Did you ever
I take them 25 miles, and literally, they had probably 20 minutes of daylight left.
Okay, now hold on.
Yeah.
You didn't do it 1 year. You did it maybe 30 years like this?
I did a lot of times.
A lot of times. Now.
And those birds would come.
What did we do last year? We treat them the same way. we treat them the same way. I don't know. You want me to take them tomorrow morning? Fuck it. Load them up tomorrow morning. Take them again. You know what? We take them at 6 in the morning. When they come home, put them back in the basket at 12. Take them again, back in the basket at 3. Dean Powell, what do you say? You want to train pigeons? 5 times a day. Wang, wang, wang. I don't know, man, what you want to do.
I'm just saying.
Why are we making an excuse? I like the people.
My experience over the years is I know what they are, and I'm saying right now, you can make a statement. My answer is, who are you?
Oh, go away, man.
Done. That's it. Maybe you got on a system that you thought 6 o'clock in the morning is fine. But I have done it training 20 minutes before dark. I've done it from 6 in the morning till 20 minutes before dark. And I've proven pigeons come. So I know what you're saying, but do you really know what you're saying? Think about what you're saying. Who are you? You only play hockey on hard ice. You can't play hockey on soft ice. Talk to the champions on the ice rink, and they'll look at you and say, who are you? But that's what I'm saying. You can't race a car unless the pavement is a certain heat temperature. You can't race a car on wet road, cool road, but the guy that can race the car on hot, medium, cold, and wet, he's going to look at you and say, who are you? Think about what you said.
I said this.
I'm just saying, who are you?
And I said this.
Right? You can't race a horse unless the ground is perfect dry.
Okay,
but
hold on.
Guys will race horses on wet and beat you.
I'm going to throw this at you.
I'm sorry, but
I'm going to throw this and 3 years ago we had the Pioneer Gold Band race. We had all the one-loft birds in here with the money bands,
right.
And we had a little club here. And the superstars from our area: Ross Vaquero, Robert Rohde, Tony Elvis, Mike Van Kempen, some of the fucking best. We talking, they got money in birds. They win in combines. They do that, bing bang boom, good. they got 40, 50 birds. Mike had 80
Right,
birds.
Right.
We started off the races. We're going to have an 8-race series, guys, against these one-loft birds. We were training the birds. Sometimes we train them 50, 60 miles. We train them at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, high heat. Then we train them late in the evening like we did. We went to the second race, North Bay, 150 miles. Birds went up at 10 o'clock in the morning, 90 degrees, headwind, fucking hot and humid. Ross Vaquero, 25 pigeons, got 2 day birds. Robert, 40 birds sent, 3 birds home. Mike, 80 birds sent, 40 birds home. I don't know how many Tony got. I don't think he got very many home. We put every bird in the clock. We took the first 40 positions. They all said, what a disastrous race. I says, did you train them when it was 90 degrees out? No, we trained them all at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I said? You got a bunch of fucking soft pigeons. When you gave them the heat, they crumbled. And actually, those birds could have done it. But you, the trainers, made it perfect. 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, and by the way, when we fly 300 miles in a headwind, it's going to take them 8 to 9 to 10 hours. Hold on. Here in this area, when we're flying at that time of year, they got 9.5 hours of daylight to do it. So that means they better fucking know when the sun goes down to keep going. That's why we get their eyes used to confidence in coming in the dark. Now, hold on. Wait. Why should we educate them? Why? Why? Why does Ulrich Lemons for Barcelona have his pigeons in Belgium loft flying at 10 o'clock at night, getting their eyes used to the dark? Why would he be doing that? Because if the bird makes it from Barcelona on the day, he's going to fly into the dark to do it. Hey, guys.
I know. Listen to me.
We're having fun.
I know Robert Mahan.
Who's that?
He was a fellow from Trinidad. He used to fly in the Upper Combine 30, 40 years ago.
2 minutes.
Probably 40 years ago.
Before it cuts us off.
And we're going to get cut off?
Yeah, we're running out of juice.
Oh. Can't you plug it in or no?
No, it'll echo.
Oh. He told me, and he was a top-notch flyer here.
Yeah.
I think 40 years ago, maybe more. He said, we went to a convention, a meeting,
Right.
like a get-together, awards meeting. He said in Trinidad, they used to take the birds out. He said everybody on that island, a lot of them had boats. They would go out 11, 12 o'clock at night with the birds, liberate. You know, the sea was calm.
Easy on the boats.
Go out. Yeah, not in, you know. He said, hey, no problem. Boom. Come home. Boom. In the dark. 11, 12 o'clock at night. And I'm going to tell you something. When I was a boy, my grandfather, he lived at Greenwood and Gerrard. If you guys want to look it up.
Okay.
Downtown Toronto.
25 miles away.
Yeah. 25, 30 miles away. He come up here to visit in this area where I am right now. I live a mile from where I was raised, from where I am. I said, hey, call him Bumpy. That was his name. Grandfather. Take my pigeons. I was 10 years old. Going home.
Right.
8 o'clock at night in the summertime.
Right.
I said, here, Bumpy, take my pigeons, please. Boom. Down 30 miles.
Right.
My pigeons would come. 9 o'clock.
In the dark.
In the dark, almost. Boom. On the loft. You know, I'm just saying. I'm saying.
Hey,
You know.
the show is good. We had great comments. And the best part about this show, before I wrap this up,
Yeah.
is saying that there's friction. And I don't think friction's bad. You need it. Like I said, we're sick and tired of cookie cutter bullshit answers. Everything's going perfect. No. Hey, Stan didn't like this comment. Shane didn't like that comment. Mike liked that comment. Rosedale hated that comment. We talk in a community. Guys, all pigeon men are assholes. I'm the biggest one. He's bigger than me. You're all bigger than me. And we're bigger than them. And you're all bigger than all of us. But at the end of the day, we love pigeon flying. So this is how we improve. We talk pigeons. We think outside the box. Hey, could there be a dead zone? Could pigeons not know how far they are? Does darkness matter? Are solar flares worth the shit? Guys, this was the Tuesday night show. Normally we have this on the Monday night. We learned one thing this week. When Big Nance is watching a movie on the internet, the live show will not work. Inch by inch, brick by brick, mile by mile, the clock will be on. The pigeons will come home tomorrow. And down the road we go. Ricky, me, you, Pigeon Boss Tour. Hey guys, whatever excuse you want to give yourselves and why you lose your birds, just give it to yourself. It'll be okay. From the best antlers to the worst ones. One thing with the Pioneer One Loft race, you see it from start to finish. And by the way, next bird gets reported, let the bird up from where you are. I ain't babysitting and I ain't trying to help. Perch fee or not, I ain't kissing ass. No, you got yourself down there. You can figure it back out. Have a good one, guys. Oh, and the bird had good body, good weight, wasn't injured. That's different. That's different.
And it had to fly through 1 million back alley wires
To
to
it.
get into a gentleman's landing board that was like this.
Hey,
But no cookies on it.
we got guys from our area, from outside of Canada.
Unbelievable.
There's so much thing. The basket doesn't lie. Hey guys, you know what? We're just gonna have some fun with it. Let's find another excuse. I'm gonna go make a burger and I'm gonna try something different. Peanut butter and jam on it. Someone said that's good. Thanks for flying with us, guys. You have yourself